All right, hey guys, look, I got to do a video here. This is just too good not to. All right, so I've got the 4-hour here. This is Bitcoin to the dollar on Bitstamp, the reference chart that I've been using over the last almost a month now. So this is really worth a look to see what's happening now. Okay, so now granted, I've got multiple things on. I've got two pitchforks on here. I'm going to take one of them off just so it's a little easier to see. So let's take that one off, and just we'll work with this main pitchfork that has been defining this entire move so far. Now, the count, there's a little subjectivity here, is we can't be definitive about it. This is my primary count. I do keep an alternate, but right now I'm still operating on the premise that we have a 1, 2, 3, and my view of it here, when we get to some smaller time frames, I'll show you why. I think we have a truncated, an expanded flat here. So we have the A wave came down in a nice ABC. We got an ABC with good subdivision in what I believe remains a B wave, and now we're putting in the corrective C of this ABC to finish a fourth. Now, when does it disqualify? Well, when we take out this wave 1 high. Then then we relabel it, right? And then this would be the 5 up here, and this potentially would become the A wave of a larger ABC. Until we take out this wave 1 high, this count remains valid. So let's look at what just happened. Now, for members in the room, we've been buyers here. The first buy was at the 50 here, where we intersected with the Vegas wave, and we had good subdivision. So first entry was here at the 50, stop below the 65. Second entry just above the 618, which we just wicked, so we just got that fill, stop below the 65. So this trade here, that's 3.67 to 1 using the negative 23 algo target and a return to the median line. So not a horrible trade. This is 13.2 to 1 because your risk is so much lower, because there's no reason to stay long off of this count and this analysis here if we're taking out the wave 1 high. So much tighter stop, giving you the spectacular risk reward. So this is either going to be the trade of the fall, assuming we're off to new highs, or we're going to relabel this entire thing. Now, the thing that's worth noting here, as I will often tell you, is when you come down and you wick the 618 a few ticks ahead of the wave 1, that is just not random. You just got to trust me on that. That is not random. Okay, so algos are buying here. The longs are defending here, and it's no coincidence that our wave 1 high is sitting here just a few dollars away. Now, what's worth noting is to sort of make the case here. Let's go back to September. Okay, let's just go back to the last time we had a sky is falling correction. Let me expand it up a little bit. All right, so this was the Chinese FUD. So let's just Elliott aside. Okay, no Elliott wave. Let's just take the swing low and get to the swing high and take a look. We go right in that little pocket between the 618 and the 65, and we don't overlap the 1. Again, that is not random. That is not coincidence. That's machines that are doing that. And look at this reaction. Now, do we get the same reaction over here? Well, time will tell. But if you didn't buy this here, you're either not paying attention. You're away from your machine. If you've been watching my videos, then you need to become a member so you understand why you buy it there. And if you just do the simple risk reward on this, whether you're into Elliott wave or not, just on the simple fib retracement, that you have to buy that. If you're not buying that, then I don't know what the hell you're doing. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. That is a must buy. Whether it's stopped out or not is almost secondary. You must buy that to maintain any consistency in your approach. If you're going to, ascribe to what I'm teaching you, and if you're watching this video, you're either a member or you're considering becoming a member, or you're just following the free videos on YouTube, you have to buy that. You just have to, because for a whole host of reasons. Because if you don't buy that, what trade are you waiting for? Is there a better one coming? If you've got a better one than that, I'd like to see it. Please send me a screenshot of what is a better trade than that. And it has nothing to do with whether or not that's a winner or a loser. My point is, you take that 100 out of 100 times, and you will be way ahead over the long term. I mean, at 13 to 1, you can get stopped out a lot of times. Right, so that is just a must take. Not to mention the repetitive action we had the last time we had the skies falling. Right, that is a must take trade. And if you're away from your machine today, spending time with your family, whatever, man, put an alarm on it. Right, I mean, with TradingView, you can have an alert sent to your phone. Put an alarm a few ticks above the 618. You have to take that trade. Otherwise, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know why you're watching my videos. That's mandatory. You must take that with a very tight stop. And the reason it's so good is because the stop is so close. That's why you take that trade, right? So you can say, oh man, well you went too soon here. Right now that was the first buy. This is the second buy. I like it all the more down here. And if it gets stopped out, it gets stopped out. I mean, there's not. I didn't. That's not the kids' college money. I hope everybody's long off of that. And that has nothing to do with whether the fact that I'm long, nothing at all. If you're going to, take a consistent approach to the market, you simply have to buy that. Now, a few things need to happen. I sure would like to see some volume come into the market here. We just haven't had that. So if we go back, let's look here. So the on-balance volume here is just, getting crushed. RSI is pinned. We're under 30. I mean, it's all set up there. You've got price, you've got pattern, you've got the fib retracement, you've got the oscillators pinned. We need to see a little volume to carry it. So if we look back, let's go back and look last time. Let's go back. So let me open it up so I can get a better look at it. So last time when we came here, so let's look what happened to the volume. Well, it took a while, but we didn't just stay pinned. We got a fairly good, a quick reaction out of that. Now these are 4-hour bars. So, but eventually we started to stabilize, and that volume started to return, and then we went into this nice long uptrend on with volume coming back to the market. Now it's a Saturday. I don't know what day of the week that was. I should go back and look. September 15th. Check it out. See what day of the week that was. So maybe we're a little slow with the volume catching up here because we're middle of the day on a Saturday. But I promise you the algos are buying there. I absolutely guarantee it. Now, just because algos buy it, that doesn't mean that they're always right, because there's algos that are looking at the other side, right? Because some algos sold it at the first 50%, pushing for the negative 23 to the other side, right? So just because some algorithms are written to buy from the 50 to the 618 doesn't mean they're always right. But because they do the same thing over and over and over again without second guessing, without question, without emotion, that's why they make so much money, and why it doesn't matter, ultimately if this trade is stopped out or the next. Eventually, the profit takes care of itself because of the consistency of what they do. And that's really what I'm trying to, get through your head, is that is a must-take trade. Must-take. Let me just show you this. So if we go, let me pull that off just so we get a little clarity here. So if I open this up a little bit, right? So we have the competing fib pulls. So from our last swing here down to this low, well, we had, here's the 50, we've gone to the negative 23, so that just adds more to it. So that was the shorts that sold it here. Now, look at this. So here's the A wave here. Yet we wick through it, but just barely to get to the 50. Now we've just hit the algo target at negative 23. Just adding one more piece of that as to why you need to be a buyer there. Just adding some confirmation. Now, again, I'm not saying that that's going to be a winner. I'm not saying that. I'm saying you have to take that trade when you see that set up like that. Right, now that will run into resistance on the way back. So if I pull from that, so first resistance is going to be here at the 50 coming back up. So it's not just a straight shot up, and we don't know that this is going to hold. I mean, it could get stopped out before I'm done recording this video. The point is consistency. Consistency. That's what I'm trying to get to you. Right, with that kind of risk, Yeah, I mean, you can be aggressive on this one. Not so aggressive on this one because you got, much bigger room, much more, a larger loss should you get stopped out. This one, you can be aggressive because look how tight your stop is. So you're either going to get the trade, of this entire move since the last time we did the 61865 pocket. I mean, that worked out. What was that at? That was at, what are we down here? At just shy of 3,000, went to 7,800. Now, is the same thing happening here? Time will tell. You got nice subdivision here. You got a nice 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, it's all right there. Now a lot of things have to happen here. We need that volume to come back. This has to hold throughout the weekend, or I'll be on with the next video saying, okay, didn't hold, it broke. We're relabeling. What's happening now? Well, if that doesn't hold, then likely this is just an A wave. Then we've just put in an A wave, and then we're going to do this, and we're going to go down on some deeper level. So we'll go out to the daily and take a look at where the 50 is, and try and get a handle on where the next algo buy spot will be relative to the count, the price, the pattern, all of it. So it's either just a spectacular entry for a long here, or we're just setting up the A wave. We likely are going to put in a B. We don't know where the A low is. When we get that and we start to move back up, if we get a 3 wave, then that'll be a tip that we've got our B in. Then we'll look for another move down for the C, and then we'll be buying again lower, right? So just I hope you guys caught that one. That just you waited. Actually, you didn't wait that long. 2 months to get that kind of setup. 2 months from the last time we got that. All right, be interesting to see if it holds. I can tell you I'm long, but my stop is close. All right, I'll wrap it there, guys.